basically whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody, back to some spooky videos, hopefully. This is from The Darkest Secret. We've got 10 extreme horror videos that will make you afraid of your own reflection. So let's check this out.
Completely terrified, because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present the top 10 extreme horror videos that will even make you afraid of your own reflection. Number 10. Dogs have a keen sense to perceive what we cannot see.
A lot of animals,
in fact,
dogs,
it is said
cats,
that their instinct is capable of detecting strange presences, and this video seems to be a clear example of this. Hierolises sent us this disturbing recording captured in a small town in El Salvador. In it, we can see how in the middle of the morning a pair of dogs begin to bark.
I might have done this one a while back.
As if they had detected an intruder.
But
what the camera captured
pretty cool if I remember
much
right.
Further.
Maybe I'll see it this time. I didn't see anything there. Okay. Fog walking across from right to left. There was definitely something there. It didn't look like a bug or anything.
In the background of the image, an odd fog begins to move in an unusual way. It doesn't look like smoke or dust in suspension, but like something else. Something that seems to have a will of its own, but the mysterious thing that it seems to be almost invisible. For these dogs, if it had been a stranger, perhaps a criminal, it would have left or taken another path. But the bizarre thing here is that this shadow returns through the same area. What do you believe? Is it just a coincidence?
Yeah, I think that's something.
Or did these dogs detect a paranormal phenomenon?
It really doesn't look like anything on the lens.
Believe.
Like a bug or anything like that. I believe it.
Number 9. Security cameras in babies' rooms are often used by parents to monitor their rest, but sometimes they can capture things that no one wants to see. This video has gone viral, accumulating thousands of comments from people trying to explain what happened in this room. Is it a simple movement of toys, or something more?
I've seen a lot of these
for
videos.
Yourself.
The baby cams. I was thinking somebody could have pushed it out, but she's looking under there. And also it stopped halfway and then went again on its own. Could be remote controlled, but I kind of doubt it.
In the recording, we see how a toy appears from under the crib, and it's suddenly propelled with force to the opposite wall of the room.
The only other option is it could have been pulled, but I didn't see any line at all.
The baby was completely alone at that moment. Another interesting fact is that the mother appears practically instantly, so she was witnessing the entire occurrence through a monitor. She immediately checks the crib without encountering anything or anyone that could have caused that movement. How is it possible that objects move that way? Was it an unknown force?
I believe that one too.
Or just a setup? As always, you be the judge. Number 8. Sometimes when someone decides to record themselves in front of a mirror, the last thing they expect is to capture something out of the ordinary. But in this case, what began as a simple recording ended up becoming a terrifying clip of what many consider to be authentic demonic possession.
What? What are they looking at? I don't know what the hell's going on in the cat.
While the young woman was recording herself, shrill screams coming from outside interrupted her recording. When she looked out the window of her house from the second floor, she saw a crowd of agitated people pointing to the direction of the adjacent house. The moment a pair of officers arrived there, upon entering the property, they say that they found the scene of a horror movie. According to their testimonies, when they entered, they saw an extremely upset woman with strange expressions, almost deformed, shouting unrecognizable words and heartbreaking screams, as if she were being possessed. But the most shocking thing was the appearance of her face, which seemed to be disfigured in an extremely terrifying way. In fact, in a second shot and already outside, the young woman records the exact moment in which one of the police officers, obviously affected by the situation, looks out the window, desperately asking if anyone had a rosary, implying the seriousness of what was taking place in that room. The video has been shared thousands of times, sparking debates everywhere.
A psychotic breakdown isn't going to make your face change like that.
Or did we witness demonic possession?
So I don't know.
A very mysterious incident that for all those present will be very difficult to forget.
It could have been AI generated, but because we didn't see it as it happened. We only saw a photo afterwards.
In the middle of the chaos and destruction caused by the wildfires that recently affected vast areas in the United States, a live broadcast captured something that left many speechless. At first glance, it looked like just an aerial shot of the catastrophe. But when you look closely, something appeared that no one expected.
We're watching the fires.
Oh,
I swear there's a UFO. Look, there's a plane. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Look at it. Look how fast it's going.
Okay, that didn't look like a plane.
The man recording with his cell phone first noticed the presence of a plane flying over the area. Something completely normal in this type of emergency. However, seconds later, and in the opposite direction, a strange oval-shaped object
that looks like a saucer
at an impressive speed. When analyzing the recording, it is difficult to find a logical explanation. Well, it doesn't look like a plane or a helicopter, and its speed rules out the possibility that it is simply a drone. So what went through the smoke in the middle of the catastrophe? Some claim that this footage is further proof that we are not alone.
I swear, a lot of people could have proof right in front of them, and they're going to deny it.
What do you think?
And try and seek a rational
Let me know
explanation,
your
which is
thoughts on
fine.
this.
You should try and seek a rational explanation for a lot of these things, but you have to be open to it too, in my opinion. I believe that's something. I know we're not alone. There ain't no way.
On TikTok, a young woman named Carlin Azamor has captured the attention of thousands of users by sharing a series of terrifying videos. According to her testimony, both she and her family have been harassed by a dark presence that seems to inhabit their home. What began as simple noises in the night has become something that defies all logical explanation.
Eran las 4 de la mañana y mi perrita no paraba de ladrar cuando salí. Capté esto.
It's way too dark. I can't really make out what the hell it is.
It was early in the morning when her dog's incessant barking made her go out into the yard. Something was disturbing
If you can make out what it is.
But when she arrived with her camera, what she captured was chilling. Bizarre figures that moved like living shadows in the darkness. I thought it might be clothes hanging on a rope.
I'll brighten this up.
But they seem to be in the middle of the street.
Better, but I can't tell what the hell it is.
This could have been an isolated event. However, her encounters with the paranormal could not end there. The next day, the young woman was alone at home when she decided to go look for her pet, which was on the lower level. But when she reached the stairs, she found this.
Hola, gente. Otra vez el ruido ese. Poco estoy haciendo compañía hoy, pero ya estoy sola. Todavía se escucha un ruido de abajo. Y la verdad que no sé. Ay, la con olor a algo ahí. Sora. Sora, subí. Ay, no, Dios santo. Nera.
I don't know.
Could those perhaps be hands? Look, a pair of thin, deformed hands emerged from nowhere. Long, bony, with sharp claws that seemed eager to grab onto something. With her heart beating fast in her chest, the young woman went down the stairs, hoping to find the source of that terrifying vision.
That could be
but
fake
when she got to the
really
bottom,
easily.
There was only her
But I don't know.
dog, as if nothing had happened. On the internet, users have debated tirelessly about these shocking recordings. Could it be just an illusion? Or a simple misunderstanding? What kind of madness could this camera make us see? Could it be that this house is inhabited by an entity that little by little is manifesting itself with greater strength? Or is there some other explanation?
That's pretty creepy.
Tell me in the comments.
But I don't know that I believe that one or not. That could be easily faked.
Number 5. Sometimes the most terrifying thing is not what we see, but what we can't explain. This shocking video was recorded on February 15th, 2025, and sent by Emmanuel Cespedes. In the image captured by a security camera, we can see a young woman riding a bicycle when suddenly and inexplicably, she is violently thrown towards the center of the road. But the most disturbing thing is not only her fall, but what happens to the bicycle.
What the hell? Went
As if
way
held by
high
an
too.
invisible force, the bike rises upward before plummeting to the ground with impressive speed. Users have debated tirelessly about what could have happened here. Some suggest that perhaps a cable, imperceptible to the camera, was moved by the car that appears in the recording just before the young woman reached the corner. However, there are those who claim that the way the bicycle is pulled and thrown defies any
That would be hard to
logical
do.
explanation.
That'd be
Could
really
it
hard
have been a
to
cable?
fake.
Leave your hypothesis.
I don't know, that's
in
just
the
one we're
comment
never going to
box.
know, but I pretty freaky for sure.
Number 4. Indeed, cats sometimes have unusual and random behaviors, but I've never seen anything like this.
Look at the way it got pulled back. That ain't normal. Oh, that wasn't normal. Yeah.
He seems to have been pulled abruptly by something, don't you think? Look, he's startled and looking in all directions.
If they did, that's
What
wrong.
happened here? Could it be that some heartless person tied a thread to the cat's tail
No.
to make this video and get internet views? An editing trick cannot
I
be
hope
due
nobody
to the
did
feline's
that.
behavior. You be the judge and tell
I
me
know
what
cats
you
like to
believe.
play with thread and stuff like that. Maybe it got tangled up in some and they pulled like the
Number
thread
3.
or something.
Sometimes when we walk at night, we can feel watched. But what if we are? This recording comes from a Peruvian streamer who decided to walk the streets of Lima near the sea in the middle of the morning. A tour that will surely be difficult for you to forget. Observe.
Y hay
Lima,
bastantes
Perú.
historias que en la playa penan mucho. Penan mucho, gente, ¿ok? Justo estamos en la zona donde los policías encontraron esa cosa. Wow, gente, miren todo lo que vamos a bajar, ¿ah? Uy, ¿tú? Uy, mano, este perro negro.
What?
Mano. ¿Saben qué? ¿Qué hace? Ven, te vas a caer. Mano, esto no es un perro, mano. Este es un aviso de algo, huevón. Poco, huevón, ¿ah? Ven, mi rey, ¿qué es ahí? Mano, este de atrás. Mano, este de atrás está bien sospechoso, huevón. Este huevón está bien sospechoso. Voy a seguir avanzando, ¿ok? No voy a correr, hermano. Espera, todavía no voy a correr.
No.
Eran choros, hermano.
No,
ya
I
sé,
don't
mano,
believe
ya sé,
this.
pero por eso te digo. Es el perro se convirtió en humano. ¿Qué hablan, mano? Oh, mano, la firme, ¿saben qué? Ya no está, weón. Aguanta, ya no está, weón.
This one's staged, in my opinion. This one's fake as hell.
Mira. Está muy extraño todo, mano. Gracias, Millén. Sí, pues.
Or you're being stalked. I don't think it's anything ghostly.
Ojalá, escúcheme. Mano, este pata está arriba, huevón. Mano, escúcheme. Tiene...
Maybe it is.
Traspasa su cuerpo, ¿vieron? Oye, ¿qué fue, huevón? Está todo transparente, huevón.
From the beginning, he had already noticed strange things. A black dog that appeared out of nowhere. A man who began to follow him, but who inexplicably disappeared in the blink of an eye. But the most chilling thing happened at the end of his broadcast. At an
Looks like a
overlook,
cowboy
his camera
hat to me.
captured the silhouette of a man wearing an antique hat. However, the moment he moved, his body was completely transparent. Seconds later, it simply
okay.
vanished. The disturbing thing here is that the video was broadcast live, which rules out any manipulation or editing. Furthermore, the hat that man was wearing is similar to those that were worn decades ago in this area. Was it a spectral apparition? Were the man who followed him, the black dog, and this ghostly figure connected in some way? Questions that both this young man and his followers still ask themselves.
No, it's okay. I don't think they're out to hurt anyone. Most of them.
There are places marked by tragedy. Places where the energy of those who left seems to remain trapped between us. This video was captured at night in a memorial built in honor of people who tragically died in a traffic accident in Chile. While the man was recording there, his camera captured something extremely disturbing. Observe.
I haven't seen anything yet. Okay, now I see a face on the left. Yeah.
Behind a fence, in the middle of the darkness, what appears to be a face emerges. Is it really a face? Or
I don't think it's pareidolia.
Pareidolia here. For some, this, in effect, is nothing more than a case of
I think that's there.
Where our mind plays against us by making us see familiar figures in the shadows.
Really clear to me.
Others, the presence
I
of
don't
that
see the body,
silhouette
just the
is
head,
clear
but
and chilling. Even more so when other paranormal phenomena have been reported in this same place. Could it be
see,
that
that's the thing that bothers me most is why are they left behind?
Here?
Why are they trapped?
Or is there another explanation?
Are they trapped? Can they go
footage?
and they decide they don't
Tell
want
me
to?
what you
Or what?
believe.
What's the story?
Number 1. We conclude this collection with a disturbing recording which was captured by the security camera of a family who have kept it for almost 2 years without being able to find any explanation. To this day, they still don't know what really happened that morning. Pay attention to the following sequence.
See a shadow. Something's up above. Casting that shadow.
In the video, you can see how a strange shadow is projected on the pavement. The disturbing thing is that it is not a normal shadow. It moves quickly, stops at times, and even seems to change shape before disappearing into the darkness. There is no visible object that could be generating this figure. Like a bird, some kind of electric device, or a light. Nothing that can cast a shadow that moves that way.
I don't know, those shadows.
What was recorded by this camera? Could
shadows
we be
make the object look longer and bigger too, though. So
if you think you know the answer, leave it in the comment box.
Well, that was interesting. There was some good stuff in that video. Some stuff that I can't explain. Some stuff that I'm just not sure. Sorry about the background noise. I'm going to try and cut that out. My neighbor's mowing his grass. But we'll see if I can cut it out. If not, I really apologize for it. But let me know what you thought of that in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I noticed I'm getting a lot of views from people who aren't subscribed. Now, how about a joke? What do you call a man from Glasgow who lost his dog? Douglas.